Your clitoris is not in good hands. He'll never find it with those two fucked up eyes. Mailbox just sounds like the queen refusing to say pussy. What a seductive little egg. Everyone wants to bang your daughter. Maybe let her out of the chains and people will vote for you. I can't tell if she's a scene girl or she's been thoroughly beaten. Oh, I could go for some degeneracy, greed, and hubris right now. Breaks my poor little sexy heart. Guess she's only down for flaccid, disinterested dicks. I need permission to go and sleep with your wife. And what's the point in love if there's no teeth?
Hilarious. Like and subscribe.
Welcome back to The Forgotten City. A game, or rather personal never-ending torture chamber, I guess, that I'm loving way more than I ever expected. So many threads, each as interesting and subtly important as the last, all tied together in ways I've never really seen done before. Like this guy. I really can't wait to see how the big grumpy gay man needing limb lotion is gonna tie to the collapse of all Greek civilization. But hey, I guess they invented it. They gotta reap the owies that come with it. If you're trailblazing your way up another man's anus until your joints calcify and crackle like a grindy little car crash without your lotion, that's the big part here. It's the lotion we need to get for him. Well then, I guess you can expect the Karen. The ultimate Karen, to trailblaze their way through your entire civilization until it's mostly dust and boy crumbs. Except, you know, the blaze is actually fire this time, and not a metaphor for bowel disease. Anyway, in the last one we discovered the boat-faring, coin-stealing, amnesia-inducing, there's gotta be more here. What was the other thing? She was hooded. Uncircumcised, I guess. Head of Karen is actually much worse. Beyond the meme. Karen is... well, Karen, I guess, but Roman Karen. Karen with like a CH, which is much worse, means death, murder, and stuff. At least she gave me her own personal manager speaking Glock. That was nice of her. It makes absolutely no sense, but it's definitely nice of her. And they don't realize it's a weapon, because Roman's stupid. Although it's not quite as shiny as my new, incredibly expensive bow, I guess. I'm gonna wrap up as many loose ends as I possibly can before we're finished. We know there's an adorable little rack monster, and disappointingly, I'm not talking about the priestess, wherever the hell she's ended up. No, I mean someone ripped in half on a rack. No voluptuous lady orbs in sight. Unless, I don't know, they fell off somewhere, which isn't all that unlikely considering the zombies we've had to fight so far. So that's a little murder we gotta commit. We're gonna massage the homos till they fall in love. We're gonna make the blatantly mass-murdering slave into the ruler of all that is not shit. So, yeah, big day, honestly. We got a lot to do wherever the fuck they are. Oh god, I forgot how close this motherfucker is. And this was the first time I ever saw one, right? These things weren't commonplace back then. Oh shit, and I'm terrible! We haven't been in the game for like 5 seconds, I don't know what I'm doing! You're not the lady that I thought you were gonna be. At all. I thought you were gonna be the lost sister. Down in the sister. Haha! How poetic that would be. I can make my way up here if I want to, but I'm not entirely sure what that is. Yeah, okay, maybe don't singe your little tootsies with every goddamn step you take, you idiot. I don't know who that is, and once again, the pixie cut. I'm very surprised that that exists. Back in the day. Lunar pendant, that's new as well. Sentilla. A lunar pendant, there's a Latin inscription on the back which reads Sentilla. No, there isn't. You're lying. Wait, why is this the front? This is much more interesting. This can't be the lost sister. Emaciated human-like creature spattered in gold. It appears to have been crushed to death while entering the cistern beyond the cave beyond. I'm amazed that I went all this time without finding a single coin pouch. And now they're literally everywhere. I'm so rich. There's so many endings to the game. Locked behind money. Locked behind being a rich little bitch. And I could probably activate all of them at once? Thanks, game. Appreciate it. What the fuck is this about? Oh, there's so many hidden areas. And this area's just a single fucking box, but I'm rich again. I have 5 grand. I have more money than the rulers of this land. Than both warring rulers of this land put together, I think. I'ma just buy their palace. I'ma rule the fucking... Who cares about an election? I will buy everyone and their families. These are I know they're climbing. We've sort of been doing this for the entire goddamn game. Uh-oh. Creative way into the upper cistern. But the upper cistern is supposed to be where the world ends if I try and leave through it, right? I'm not particularly ready for that. I also don't think we got Assassin's Creed, like, back ejects down. Oh no, we are perfectly fine. I'm the most athletic corpse that there's ever been. Thank you, Afterlife. Finally got to shed a few pounds when my soul left my body. Hello, weeping. Tears were not the bodily fluid I expected to encounter. I expected to have to pew-pew quite a lot of boys. Or am I pew-pewing you in the end anyway?
You? Who are you? Did he send you?
I forgot this game's really fucked up. And I always forget. I genuinely forgot we're fucking Mr. Clean. I'm Mr. Clean, and nobody sent me. I feel like, you know, if Karen was a metaphor, or, you know, it meant Karen, but scary Roman goddess Karen, I imagine Mr. Clean has to be a fucking metaphor for something. I was sent out to clean out the goddamn terrorist god cell. Clear this filth out of my goddamn afterlife. Stay frosty, Oscar Mike, 4040, Honey Badger, etc. But which god could Mr. Clean be if Karen is, well, Karen? Mercury? Mr. Leanly? The balding, shiny-skulled master of mail? Was he the messenger god? I think so. Except the package just happened to be, you know, several bullets letterboxed into the skulls of my naughty enemies. Yeah, badass. You can have that quote, by the way, Max Payne developers. Just send my $40,000 in the mail whenever you're ready. Just don't send Mr. Clean. And don't use the mailbox in my head. My actual mailbox, please. And that's mail with like an A-I-L, not A-L-E. Mailbox just sounds like the Queen refusing to say pussy. I'm Mr. Clean and nobody sent me.
Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
Are you wearing makeup? I can't tell if she's a scene girl or she's been thoroughly beaten.
I'm Sentilla. I found a way out through the gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up.
But
He
who?
wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
I have no idea who the fuck we're talking about. And it's still telling me, like, oh no, Ulpius. Ulpius is the permanently repeating suicidal guy. It's his favorite hobby. Okay, so we can tell your boyfriend. I imagine you were locked up by your adopted dad then, right? The original magistrate. Where's the way out?
Behind me.
Wow, you're perfectly willing to tell me while you're still fucking
Outside the
caged.
city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key.
How hasn't this broken the golden rule?
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either.
He's not gonna end up being the fucking god, is he? He's not Pluto.
Sentius, my adopted father. Furies help me.
The furries are gonna help you castrate him. They'll break out the kitty claws. What will you do if I release you?
I'm going to take that key from around his neck.
Oh, I thought that was me asking for a reward. I was almost regretted clicking on that, but it was the only
I'm
option.
caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together.
But if you do that, then everyone dies! Escaping kills everybody, right? Or at least restarts the cycle. And whoever comes after me is gonna have even less than 24 hours. I can't do that, but I also can't leave you here. What about the others?
There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say?
Nah, that's gonna be like the worst ending you can get other than the world ending. I'm sorry. If I let you go, everyone else is going to die. What if I round everyone up so they're ready to escape once the golden rule is broken?
There's no time. Wait, did you hear that?
What?
He's here. Quick. You have to let me go.
I think I just heard someone
Or never.
take a shit in the river. I mean, it is a sewer after all. I think you're just lying to me. If I let you go, everyone else is gonna die.
What?
No, I'm a bad man.
You can't just leave me here. How can you be so heartless?
It's too dangerous. Let me go see if I can persuade Sentius to let us go.
It's no use. You'll never persuade him of anything. I'm telling you, he's a monster.
Damn, we were right about the bondage dungeon from the fucking beginning. Erin can just sense these things, apparently. I'm sorry. I need to try.
You're making a mistake.
Yeah, I tend to do that. I am a living, walking mistake. I just can't set her free and get everyone killed in the process. Also, oh, I thought that was open on the one side. Also, it's a rope. Just give it a quick yank. Oh, you're tied up. That's kind of the... Use your feet. It's the past. Everyone was athletic as fuck, right? I wonder if I could just bail on my own. Is it that door? But he has the only key. You don't have it, so me letting you go... Oh, she was gonna go and stab the motherfucker, wasn't she? I get the feeling I'm gonna be stopped on the way out. It's just weird to me that we could have technically gone here from the very start. I was just terrified and stupid. We're gonna quick save because I don't actually want to leave here. Oh. She also lied to me. She said that he was on the way and he just wasn't. So that makes me think things. Unless he was listening to me and he was like, oh yeah, it's a lovely, rational guy. He knows what he's fucking talking about. No, drop. What? I think that's water, isn't it? Either way, we quick saved. Who cares if we lose a few limbs? There you go. I also didn't check down here. Young Roman woman throwing up as if to surrender to an unseen enemy. Yeah, I do the same. I ever want to bail out of fight, just projectile vomit in their general direction. Works every goddamn time. Are you the ouchie gay? No, you're Horatius. Wonder if I can talk to Horatius about his master's mistakes. Mistake. Locking up his adopted daughter and torturing her forever. What if Boppus ate his own face? The current one is fake? Makes sense to me. That would explain why he looks like a shaggy meat scarecrow. Alternatively, a walloping sex yeti. Any idea I'd find a Roman plaque? Oh yeah, you're a sneaky little cultist, aren't you?
No idea what you're talking about.
Fair enough, we're not going to accuse him of lying yet. He really doesn't like that. Last time he stopped talking to me whatsoever, and I haven't even rubbed him with oil yet.
What business is that of yours?
The happy little slave man walks by. I can't remember your name, so we'll just refer to you as Big G for the rest of your goddamn life. Which I'm sure will be very short. I figured out a treatment. Eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time? But I thought we got to lube him up. Lube up the homosexual pipes to overtake the homophobic pipes. Redirect them towards hating something that actually matters, like wasps and stinging nettles. Where are all my wasp phobes at? You absolute hetero-sapien.
Willow bark. And this will work? Oh, thank God.
Will you tell me about all your horrible war crimes now?
This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again.
Go hang out with the Roman gods, dude. I cured you in the name of them. Ah, now we can talk to him about this. Okay.
No idea what you're talking about.
Dude, I just cleared your disease. I know it was you. I found an incomplete letter to him in your quarters.
Look,
oh, it's completely different.
I haven't been at my best lately.
It's because you're in love with him, right? We figured out.
It's the rheumatism.
The Roman gods are fine with it, dude.
It starts with
rectal plunge to your heart's content.
Your joints. Then the pain starts to mess with your head. Makes you angry, mean. I know that's not an excuse for how I acted. But it's the truth. But with the willow bark, I'm already starting to feel like myself again. And I know I said I owe you one. So I'll leave him alone from now on.
Under this man's hair is just one giant
mole. It's
mole.
not as if I was ever going to hurt him anyway.
And not even like the animal.
I was just...
the melanoma.
Lashing out. I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti. Just forget this ever happened, will you?
Alright, now we go get to hang out with Vergil. Let's do it. Oh, that feels like a big step. It was really stupid knowing we had to stop the man being a big bully while we were also trying to save the world. It was just a really silly little quest to include in the same place. But at the same time, I'm a bit in love with it. Vergil, let's go. Let's change that, shall we? Make sure you don't live by your namesake forever.
Ah, a new face. Salve. And welcome to a little community. My name's
Yes, I know you. I saw you in the other life. Don't worry about the threats. It's Rufius, and he's never gonna hurt you.
What demon or spirit told you about that?
I found an incomplete note in his house.
You went snooping in his place? That was risky.
Yeah, you're like an apocalyptic snooper, don't you?
Have you spoken to him about it?
You love Mr. Clean. Yes, and he won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? How did you manage that?
Because I'm magical and terrifying. Found a treatment for his rheumatism, which is making him agitated, compounding some other personal issues.
Poor fellow.
No, you can still be mad at him.
It can really mess with a person's head. Well done for figuring that out.
He was being awful. Happy to help. I think he wants to help clean up his graffiti, too. Also, he, carved a to-scale image of your cock in some clay. I'm not sure if you want that back. That was Hell, that ended up in my Discord server. And I didn't even do it. Hey, bye.
Nice to talk to you.
Wait. That must have led to something. I didn't just do that to be nice. Wait. You're telling me to leave? This is your workshop. Oh, I guess we're technically just stopping some sinning from happening. So we narrowed some people down. And before, he actually is doing it. What's peccata mean? Sinner. Nice, that's a much cooler word. Why can't we go back to being Italians? Let the pizza flow through my veins. Malleolus Quintius is a Christian. He may know where the secret shrine is. Ask Octavia about the Roman plague. Who the oh, the plaque. Okay, I haven't hunted down the Christians too much yet.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today? I'm
He's
sad.
talking to Autisticus.
Am I going to die? I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new
I can't see that because that's making me upset and we need to go and rescue him. The only way to rescue him is to either break him out, which ruins the world, or getting Galerius elected, I guess. Maybe the other bitch can. I think it's time. Oh, what a seductive little egg. I almost can't resist. I feel my clothes disintegrating under your gaze. Love your stupid kettle face.
Malleolus is...
Yeah, I need to speak with Ulpius.
He's not here.
Where is he?
Dunno. The little caput murderer
Caput.
escaped earlier this morning.
This means
While I was
broken
taking
feces.
Julia to the clinic. He can't have gone far. But if you find him, tell him the punishment he gets for coming back on his own won't be as bad as if I have to go looking for him.
What do you mean, punishment? You literally can't
What?
attack people. If you attack people, it's the fucking apocalypse. I could talk to him about his daughter, but that feels like some endgame bullshit. Oh, you know we've never spoke about properly? Let's talk to Sentia, see if we can get her to bail out her daughter. Or her sister, sorry.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What
Oh
do
yeah,
you
you've
want?
hated me from the very start. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing god who's watching everything we do.
Oh, that would be
But
crazy.
what kind of an awful, incompetent god would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Fair question.
Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister?
I think it's
What do
fine
you
as long
have
as she
to
doesn't
say
say the
for
god's
yourself?
name, because he
No
doesn't
response.
listen, right?
Nothing. That's what I thought.
Well, at least we know blasphemy doesn't break the Golden Rule.
I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job.
Or it's
Either
just
that,
laughing
or, like
down
people are
at
saying,
idiots like you?
It really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
Shit, you're gonna vote against your own dad. Oh wait, yeah, you have tits. I don't think that works. It's definitely real.
Oh, and
Gotta
I
love
suppose
the
I'll
past,
just
I
have to
guess.
take the word of a know-nothing barbarian who just arrived, will I?
I've literally seen your sister. Why can't I talk to her about that? This is what I said that ruined her damn life, because it sounded really accusatory. She hated me for that one. When did you last see her?
It was 3 weeks ago.
I wonder
We
where
ate
she
our
could
evening
be,
meal
everyone.
together, and I remember she seemed happy.
With a Christian, so
In
she got
love.
punished.
We
Wait,
went
did the
into our
Christian know
rooms,
the way out? Is
I
that
went
where
to
it came
sleep.
from?
And when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
So she's perfectly willing to abandon her boyfriend. That's sad. She
I
was
think
seeing
so,
someone. That's
yes.
obvious.
But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret.
She's
Even
constantly
from
like
me.
meme facing. She is so riddled with like botched Botox. Why is that?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Interesting. Your father didn't mention any of this when I spoke to him. Why?
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her. So he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting.
His adopted
Some
daughter,
good
a
that's done.
prized cow. I don't even have anything to
So
add to
you're-
that. That's horrible. I'll do it.
Oh,
I literally know
thank
where
you.
she is. Why can't I
You
turn
should
this in?
probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed.
Yes, it was literally a letter to her boyfriend. I remember this. I found this pendant in the cistern. Any idea whose it was?
Oh no, that's Sentilla's.
Sewer
The
drowning.
question is,
Yay!
what was it doing in the cistern?
She just loved the aroma, dude. I found it around the neck of a skeleton. Oh, no. No one decays that
Skeleton.
quickly.
Oh gods. You mean she's She's...
I don't know. Something about it doesn't seem right to me.
What do you mean?
I literally also saw her. I'm just not sure how she could have been reduced to a skeleton after only 3 weeks.
But didn't Domitius say there's some kind of creature down there that killed and ate Hannibal? Could it not have attacked her too?
Wonder if I can find Hannibal as well. I completely forgot about that. He did, which makes me wonder, what if that skeleton was Hannibal's?
What are you saying? That somebody crept down there and put Sentilla's amulet on another body to make us think she was dead?
Which means your
Why would
dad
anyone
has
do
control
such a
over the
thing?
gold bitches. The peeling, sunburnt zombos. Perhaps they abducted her. Want us to stop looking.
But who? Who could have a reason to do that?
Big magical daddy. Domitius, he's a slut. No, we already know. Sentius. Perhaps he found out she had a secret lover. You would! Everyone seems to love her. That made you envious. Oh, yes. Really want to be eaten out by all the slave boys. What are you talking about?
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Why can't I
think you have
talk
something
about
to back it
her?
up.
I'm still investigating?
So this is just baseless speculation.
No,
then?
the game's
I've heard
broken.
enough. I won't have you peddling scurrilous gossip about my sister's tragic death.
Fine,
Kindly
I'll
keep your
scurry
insane
elsewhere.
Conspiracy.
Bitch. She makes no sense. I'm gonna talk to Horatio.
Keep an eye out for Sentilla.
Yeah, I found her. Can I talk to you about that? Why not?
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban.
Uh-oh.
This is a
What if it
rather
makes me
strange
fire
man.
at him?
You'll probably
when I'm out of the
summoned
thing?
you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this.
Yes. I'm Mr. Clean. We've had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly...
I've literally only ever spoken to him
someone's
once. I
about
must have a
break
lot
the
to bring to
code.
him. Because he's technically the
Forcing
guy I
me
meant to
to
run
create
everything
a
by, and I just never
time
did.
To bring you here, I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over.
Everyone wants
Is
to
that
bang
about
your
right?
daughter. Maybe
If so,
let her out of the chains and
what
people
happened?
will vote for you. I couldn't stop it from being broken.
Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now...
At least
is
he
that
is
you
still
make
trying to
use of
save
what you've
everyone.
learned
It's just...
and gathered,
I guess
and
everyone's
do
got
better
shades of grey down
next
here.
time. Now, I assume you sought me out again for a reason?
Except the adorable Greek. I do love him. Why have I never done any of this? What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me.
I will never
Before
do
I
that
wound
for the
up
rest
here,
of my life.
I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What's a decurion? It means you're in charge of 10 men.
It's a cavalry officer.
What?
I had
I guess
30
it's a
men under my
multiple of 10
command.
until you get to
This
100, which
was
is
my
century?
uniform.
Okay, I thought I was so smart. Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge.
Oh, you fell off
The
and broke
next
your
thing I
damn
knew,
neck.
I
That's
was waking
adorable.
up on a riverbank
What a
not
dumb
far
way to
from here,
die
in
in the
the
middle of a
company of
war
some
and a great
stranger.
fire.
I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple.
Death by naughty horse.
Probably figure out the rest.
How did you become a magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago.
Wow, you let everything
uncontested
go to
because
this
of my
much
command
shit in such a
experience.
tiny amount
Since
of time?
then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
What an absolute genius. I also love his 90s boy band haircut. He looks like such a skater bro that he get down here. It's just elongated Mr. Clean. Everyone's Mr. Clean here. What do you think about the
Very
golden
well.
rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it.
I can't believe I've never said
Let me
this
see
shit
if
to
I
him.
can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people.
Everyone else can go
Our
fuck
survival
themselves.
and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die.
Oh, he's
It's
got
as
little
simple as that.
dimples.
The
How
real
could you
enemy
not
in
elect this
place
guy?
is not the golden rule, but human failings, the temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris.
Oh, I could
I
go for some
trust that
degeneracy,
answers
greed, and
your
hubris right now. Ugh, I need all those bristly hubes. Let's do some investigation.
Ask then.
No.
Good. Now,
I'd like you to release Dooley.
you mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford.
If you don't, we
Perhaps
all
you're not
die,
aware He
probably.
was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
Places he shouldn't be because he'll find your dead
Look,
daughter.
I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you, that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but
I just
it
like
was not so
putting
long
people
ago,
I love in
during the
cages.
Republic,
You know what,
the
me and this
law
guy,
of the 12 tables
we got a few
would
things
have
in common.
required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to
I also love his nipple ring.
deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker.
Because he's a manic
I will not
autismo.
jeopardize
We
the
can't, he
lives of
can't
my
help
people
that.
So that one man can go free. Now,
He has a magical
Was there something
cube that I need, Sentius. I know what you did to Sentilla. No, we should save first.
thank you.
He's not gonna kill me. The fuck is he gonna do? I just feel like maybe we should tie off some of the smaller loose ends before, you know, we free the lady from a eternal torment. Okay, that's sounding a little bit urgent, but at the same time, nah. Ask Equitia about appealing to the gods for help. Ooh, I wonder if I should go to Nivea again and be like, hey, you can probably stop torturing the statues now. It's not really gonna accomplish much. There's gotta be some other places I can set to be gold as well. Maybe I can just ride all the trees wherever the hell I want to go. Oh, she comes to visit too. I forgot about that. Hey, lady. I just wish I could have his adorable little face in the background. Can I ask you some questions about escaping the Underworld?
I beg your pardon.
No, yeah, kinda gotta re-explain all of this. Livia was right. We're in the Underworld.
Oh my, that is quite a lot to take in.
Karen,
You'll have to give me a
Eternal,
moment.
Hellfire, etc.
Let's see. If that is indeed the case, I suppose we'd better figure out what to do about it, hadn't we? We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the Underworld. Hercules, the demigod, and
We know!
Hercules was
Was
able
able
to
because
leave
he
the
punched
Underworld
Hades in
and
the fucking
found
face and
Sisyphus
Hades
and
cried for a few
Ophir,
hours.
and
The
so
sheer
soon we
power
have
of
2
James
options.
Woods. But we've done all of this. I better get back to it. That wasn't anything new at all, and Galerius was just present for the whole fucking thing.
Salve again, friend. How is it possible?
Oh, you want me to get some fucking flowers, don't you? Already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to him. I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you could have known.
I just read about it in the
You're a bit
brochure, dude.
Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
Bought the information from Tencent. Ah, so I've got syphilis, correct? How so?
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago.
Do I give off
For daring
syphilitic
to think he could
vibes?
outsmart
Is it the sheer
gods,
insanity?
He was given a terrible punishment.
It's the sheer
He was forced to
insanity.
push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only, just as it reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom, forcing him to start over and over and over again for all eternity, just like you. Actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over.
Yeah, and you're
Tantalus
fucking
was
one
made
of
to
them.
grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Bellides had to keep fetching water in a sieve.
I remember about the Bellides.
and
I
Ixion was
get
strapped
so
to a
excited
wheel
when I
going
see something I
round and
recognize
round
and
forever.
understand a bit.
But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
Go on.
Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend.
All
but
of them, I
they seem
think.
all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
You're a good man, Galerius.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right?
Hey, I come back to you all
and
the time.
If
I
our
like
conversations
you.
ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Yes, I know you can't move. 90% of the population of this world are cripples stuck in glass cases. You think killing this goat is enough to cause the apocalypse? You think he's the glue that's holding this entire place together? I know about the priestess. We dealt with the fucking priestess. Calm down. You haven't even got arms. It's not your fault that you weren't over there. Ah, it's my two best fucking friends. I wonder if we can get the bar lady into us this time. She's always very, very ready to taste me, but as soon as I show any interest back, she immediately goes from seeing as being like the king of all that is sex, like a mere pleb. A novice of intercourse at best.
I love your clothes.
Breaks my poor little sexy heart. Guess she's only down for flaccid, disinterested dicks. Any ounce of rigidity. She's out of here, dude. You better be like featherbed soft or you ain't getting a single bit of dicking today. It's just swift kicking. And your semi that had the audacity to swell in her presence.
Oh, do us all a favour and drink hemlock, Caput Murder.
What? What? Why does she hate me? What did I do to her in this cycle? I didn't think we'd interacted with her yet. Okay. Thanks. Everyone calls you Caput Murder, and I'm pretty sure that just means broken shit. You're not just shit. You're shit that can't even accomplish its job. Can't even make, like, dandelions grow faster or anything. Oh yeah, and last time we appeased the psycho bitch by becoming arguably even more psycho than the psycho bitch. I'm the alpha of this schizophrenic lion pride.
Citizen.
Back the fuck off. Never mind. The grumpy arthritic gay man is definitely the alpha. At least he doesn't just growl in my ears anymore. That was horrible. I've never like taken the waterfall down, but I also don't think it's possible. It's probably a reason I've never taken it down. It's death. We're gonna try something really stupid. Ah! Damn it! You think I can hook it? You think I can steal it on the way down? Because I think it'll kill me if I don't land in the fucking water. Yeah, we know that one. Don't be a naughty boy or the world ends. It's all that makes life interesting. I love crime. One more try, and then I'll go do something useful. It pushes me away. It wants me to find that damn pulley system. But for some reason this time around, Galerius just didn't even bother doing it. I guess because I sent him to go stop, you know, the terrorism. Which is kinda important, but come on. You can stop the terrorism whenever you fucking want. I love that he didn't even care that he was a hero now. He's so like, oh yeah, moving on. That was all you. Nothing to do with me. So yes, when the magical time wizard falls from the sky and tells you how to stop the ancient equivalent of 9/11, you just kinda listen to the time wizard. No, I don't want to save his life. I'm fine, thanks. Just about to witness a suicide. I'm looking for a Roman plaque. It was removed from the obelisk. Can you tell me where that is? Why are these different things? Maybe because we're not approaching her directly? Yeah, let's go with that.
Seen it, and I'm not saying I have. I couldn't in good conscience give it to you. That's all I'll say.
I normally like you, Octavia. Maybe we'll attack her while she's, you know, grieving. I'll be going now.
Right,
Goodbye.
Well, it was lovely to meet you.
Just see him jankily T-posing over to the edge.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
It's gonna be a rock-solid suicide right here.
No.
And it sort of looks like he's just about to
Rufius,
piss.
what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
I can't believe this is how he... Just a really disappointing finish to a disappointing wank.
What do you think?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'll see what I can do. We'll talk about Sentilla. What if I tell Sentilla I broke the game? No! Pissed. Oh, I got the achievement for stopping the gay from being all, you know, crunchy inside. Congratulations. Enjoy that smooth sodomy until the end of your days. You want to watch a man suffer as his PC explodes at every possible opportunity? We're in! But everything is darkness. My favorite. He's warming up for his speech. He's a bit of a cutie, if only he wasn't such a monstrous cultist. I guess we're safe now. And there isn't even like a giant gaping chasm under here. No, put away the fucking block. Wonder if I can talk to his wife. Wonder if I can explain to his wife that this man's a dangerous fucking cultist and you should probably run. Your clitoris is not in good hands. He'll never find it with those two fucked up eyes.
Scale the wall to my villa somehow. I must remember to have words with that buffoon Domitius.
Aw, but he loves you.
Why have you risked life and limb to see me?
Because I think your eyes are pretty. You remind me of David Bowie. Any idea where I'd find a Roman plaque?
Look, if I had a Roman plaque in my possession, I'd be happy to sell it to you. But
sell it to me?
So I can't.
Classic politics. So, you're Quinctius.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gergus. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
Probably worth gouging out your own eye if you want to fake that shit. You have one green eye and one blue eye. It's like the description in this execution order from Nero.
You mean my heterochromia?
All of us have homo
I am
eyes.
guilty of nothing more than having different coloured eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too.
Is that right? I didn't know that. That's cool.
I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
So there've only been like 2 in history up to this point. Oh, you just did a very, very pretty genetic defect. Enjoy. Apparently Quinctius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
Fortunately, you're kinda right. You are a little grand. I can't prove it's you, but I will.
Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
I need permission to go and sleep with your wife.
I trust you.
Need more information, please.
Through the door this time? There's a key just beside it.
Oh, I get to get collections of his keys. I already have one set. I'm gonna run upstairs and talk to his wife before he fucking sees me. I think we technically have to stealth this, but he's so slow that it doesn't matter. You willing to talk? Yes, for once, she is! Also, she looks different. She's got 50s haircut.
You're not supposed to be in here.
You shouldn't have invented fluffy beehives by now. I know, where do you keep your value? I love that one so much. Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Need dirt on your filthy, filthy husband. How would you like some help getting back at Malleolus?
An intriguing proposition. Go on.
I'll punch him in the dick. I don't think Malleolus is who he says he is. So I'm gonna punch him in the dick.
Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes make you look.
Hey!
What makes you say that?
Gucci 2012? I have no idea what that means. Just a hunch. I was hoping we could figure out his true identity together.
You know, I may have the very thing you're looking for.
The birth certificate? That'd be pretty convenient, please.
When he still cared for me, he wrote me a love letter. Only he used the wrong name.
How stupid
now,
can you be?
Addressing one's wife by the wrong name is not unheard of among philandering Romans. But in this case, the name he got wrong was his own. I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some incoherent response. I let it go, eventually, and yet questions have lingered in the back of my mind ever since. But wait a minute. Why exactly are you helping me?
I just want to get to the bees that live inside of your hair, please. I just hate to see such a beautiful woman treated so poorly. I want to force him to withdraw from the election, but that's gonna get her power too! Ugh!
To withdraw? Listen, I may not be Penelope to his Ulysses, but
fuck! I just gotta call her hot!
To become a magistrate?
Yes!
You must think me quite mad. I've heard enough.
Shit.
Get out of here at once.
I just gotta find the letter.
Come quickly. We're being robbed.
Why does she sound 95 years old? Also, Domitius is in a complete other town right now. Your princess is in literally in the other castle. And also probably can't hear you in the kettle you've encased his stupid head in. Well, we gotta do that in the next time loop, unfortunately. Or shoot her in the face and see what she's got. Oh, I can get unlimited fucking gold eggs? I thought it was once per cycle, but I can just come back here whenever the fuck I want. I don't think they're very good eggs if they can take an arrow. They also seem to be getting laid by a goat. There's no geese here. I wonder if I can go and take these cabbage to cabbage. I don't know why cabbage is an Egyptian name, but I don't know, maybe you'd like it. Saw this, thought of you. I bet you're just as unpleasant to eat. Why don't you want me to have any bones, dude? All I've ever done is love you, even from the beginning. I mean, you were known as Mr. Filth, but arguably, at least in my circles, that's a better thing to be than Mr. Clean. I made you automatically better than me. Right, so I wrote that for what, 2 seconds? We might have to legitimately and meticulously time this bullshit. I don't think it will quite kill me. I've only died from fall damage once, and it was the worst day of my life. Let's not have that happen again. Don't need to go through all that trauma. Do need at least a few of my nerve endings intact. Who's a god? I'm a fucking god. Yes! Can I make it gold? Is that gonna be even better for her? I mean, I imagine she's not really allowed any worldly possessions. It's not gonna be one of the Christian girls. All the Christian girls are taken. Plus, he considers them a fucking cult. Although he is a fellow slave boy.
What if there is something?
Oh, hurry up. Only so many times I can inspect a tavern keg.
waiting
Oh, it is
to be
one
found.
hell of a keg.
Sounds like you're torturing yourself.
Not much of a tavern, though.
Leave that for the gods.
Leave the gods to torture you. They'll do it much harder than you'll be able to. How reassuring.
I suppose.
Galerius, I wasn't able to save the world or prove that the corrupt politician that's gonna kill everybody is a cultist that loves human sacrifice. But what I did get is a clump of pretty grass.
Very impressive. And strange, too, since that device you used is exactly the same as one I've been working on for weeks. Oh, of course. It's because I already gave it to you in a previous time loop, isn't it?
You are
Anyway,
saying this out
I'm
loud
sorry
to
ask,
everyone
but
we know,
Is there
dude.
any chance you'd be willing to do me a favor?
I've already a bit done you the fucking favor, dude. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? I already have an identical flower.
Really? You already have it? I picked it up in a previous loop, I suppose.
Picked it up
It's gonna
3
take me a while
seconds
to
ago.
get my
You
head
watched
around
me
that.
doing it.
This is going to make her so happy. Equitia, I mean.
I was
Now I
right.
just have to figure out how to give it to her. What I really want to do is walk up to her, give her the flower, and confess I've been madly in love with her since the moment we met.
No, man, that's
On
pretty
the other
fucking
hand, I can't
disgusting.
shake
We don't
the
do
feeling that
love
the
here, only
consequences
pure
could be
hatred.
Terrible.
What's the worst that can happen? Is love not okay under the golden rule? Or are you just into some particularly murdery sex acts?
You mean, aside from her execution? You see, Equitia is a Vestal priestess, meaning she's taken a vow of chastity.
Hey,
the
give her a
breaking of
peck
which would
on
be
the
an
cheek?
extremely serious affront to the gods and a capital offense.
Which I imagine in the
If she was
past is the equivalent of a
suspected
hand
being
job.
Unchaste, it could lead to her execution. Unchaste Vestals get buried alive, and I'd get flogged to death for good measure. But at
Aw,
the same time,
can you
she's just
trade? Might be fun
so
to watch.
kind and graceful, and I feel so much love for her that if I don't tell her, it'll burn a hole in my chest. I don't know what to do. What do you think? What would you do?
No one can burn her, no one can kill her. No one can execute you. It's the golden rule, motherfucker. Nothing's gonna happen. I think you should tell her how you feel. Consequences be damned.
Now that I hear you say that out loud, I hear how crazy it is.
I ruined
Maybe I
everything.
need to be a bit more cautious.
So all I did was got
What
your
I need
flowers to
is
sniff to
a
get you
go-between.
high.
Someone who can tell her how I feel.
You know what? Maybe that's
find
even
out
better.
how she feels without risking her life. What do you say? Do you think you could help me one more time?
All right.
Wonderful. Now, all I need you to do is give her the flower and tell her it's from a secret admirer. Tell her I'll keep my distance and that I just want her to know that she's loved.
She'll just assume it's the god of death. You know how paranoid she is about everything? That's sweet. I'll do it.
Thank you. Come back as quick as you can and tell me what she says.
Ronald's a nugget sexual.
Arve again. Did you find what you need?
He's gonna go on quite the nug-chugging adventure. Someone wanted me to give you this flower. She looked disgusted.
Oh, how lovely. It just happens to be my favorite, too. Who do I have to thank for this?
I'm supposed to tell you it's from your secret admirer, and that they'll keep their distance. They just want you to know you're loved.
I see. So, it's from Galerius, then?
Big G himself.
Of course I do. I think everyone in the city knows.
Aww.
That man is a wonderful human being, and my favorite person in the world.
I'm saving everybody's
But
life.
he
Why
is
don't
the
I get
least
anything?
Subtle secret admirer you could imagine. The way he looks at me with those puppy dog eyes.
Ah, yes,
Plus,
my little
he's
shaved
been trying
kitten.
for weeks to get his hands on this flower. He went to so much effort too, suspending that rope above the lake, inventing that honey device all on his own.
And I'd never do that for anyone I know.
Looking at the flower, trying to summon the courage to seize it. Oh, my heart.
It's Rome. The least he could have done is like use a catapult and break his own neck in the process. Now that's love.
Tell that adorable oaf that my Vestal's vow of chastity ends once I turn 36. So if we ever make it out of here, and he doesn't mind waiting a few years, then
36 is
tell him
granny
I
in
love
Roman years. None of you gonna have teeth. And what's the point in love if there's no teeth? I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that.
I hope so.
I'll go tell him of his inevitable gum job 12 decades down the
See you
line.
again soon, I hope.